Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Miss Brad's Beauty. Oh no, I'm sorry. I came across an article. Okay. It seems this couple out in California, they're coming home. They came home to a naked 300-pound bodybuilder is sitting on their porch. Okay? Now, this couple is still in critical condition. Okay? This 300-pound naked bodybuilder attacked them violently. You know, I'm not laughing that this couple was seriously injured, but it's like, why confront this 300-pound naked bodybuilder on your porch? Now, they say they didn't know this dude. Okay? I mean, I don't know about y'all, but to me, I'm coming home and I see someone I don't know at my residence. They're 300 pounds and they're naked and they're like all burly, like, I mean, I'm not trying to confront them, because to me, in my mind, that spells a crazed nut. Okay? Naked, 300 pounds, bodybuilder. Doesn't seem like a good situation. It seems the husband got out of the car and, you know, quite sure testosterone was flying. He gets out of the car and he confronts this dude. And what took place there, this crazed nut bent him up and broke him in half, basically, and did the same thing to the wife. Now, you know, I don't know what possessed this couple. I mean, yes, it is your house, but if you're not strapped, okay, and you're not a good shot, then that does not seem like a good idea on how to handle that situation. And you know you're dealing with a nut. I mean, you don't know if, I mean, he's naked, he's 300 pounds, and he's a big dude, you know, all buff and stuff, bodybuilder. I mean, come on. Nut or what? You don't know what this dude is high off of. You know something's not right there. Okay? What type of words are you going to say to this dude that's, you know, he's not all there. You don't know what he's high off of. Now, somehow, I think the wife called the police or whatever, but let me tell you something. I don't know if she called the police when she was in, when her husband is first getting out the car or whatever, but the cops came on the scene after husband and wife is all broken up, and it took like 4 handcuffs to handcuff this guy, okay? Yo, that's a big dude, okay? Me personally, I don't know if she tried to talk to the hubby, hey, don't get out the car, let's, keep driving, let's, something. I don't know, but I see my hubby. We coming on to this scene, coming home, and we're coming home to this situation, okay? And I see hubby getting out the car or whatever with his cape flying in the wind, okay? Because you got to be on Superman mode at that time if you're actually getting out of the car to confront this type of individual, okay? Cape is flying all in the wind. I'm gonna feel like, hey, babe, there's a better way to handle this or something, because it's not going to be good for the hubby. You know what I mean? No matter how well he may be able to, fight or whatever, how good he is with his hands or what. No. This is still going to get broken in half. Nah. Okay? The wife had to be standing. She had to have followed her husband. Because how would this dude break her up too? You know what I mean? If she was still sitting in the car. You see your husband getting broken in half, getting beat down, and you know that this nut, that this is a nut that your husband is dealing with, and you're like in a vicinity, you're standing there. What do you think is going to happen to you once your husband goes down? I mean, if you're not strapped, okay, and you're not a good shot, it's not going to look good for you. It's not going to look good for you, because once your husband goes down, or your man, or whatever, okay, it's coming to you next. Wow. I mean, I just had to, gosh, I'm smiling. I don't want to be smiling because this couple is in critical condition. I'm not laughing at them. I'm not doing that, but it's like, wow, could you imagine coming home to a 300-pound naked bodybuilder sitting on your porch? What would your reaction be? What would you do? Would you get out of your car and confront this nut? Honestly, what would you do? Me? Nah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do it. There's another way to handle that situation. I would not have done that. I would not have confronted that dude. You don't know what he's high off of. You don't know what's going on. He's naked. And he's 300 pounds? Come on. Nah. But I just had to add my opinion to that. Wow, that was sick, Wow. Anyway, what a sick world we live in. This dude, this naked, crazed individual, he was arrested, like I said, but it's like, I don't know if this dude was high off. You don't know what he's high off. Steroid overdose or, whatever, Nah. I would say never confront a nut like that. Not a good idea, especially when you are not strapped. And definitely if you are not a good shot, Hopefully this couple will, be alright. you know? Yeah, take care. Bye.